The sky is bleeding. Kael's lungs burn with each breath as ash transforms the air into something hostile and granular. Behind him, Mount Toba has become a wound in the earth, a churning column of superheated gas climbing higher than storms, higher than imagination. His family races across the islands. 17 souls, their entire clan reduced to 17 terrified humans as the world ends behind them. The first rumble came 3 days ago. The elders had argued, move or stay. They should have moved faster. Now they paid the price for their indecision. Now ash falls like gray snow, coating everything. Behind them, a pyroclastic surge races down Toba's flank at impossible speed. A wall of superheated death moving at 200 kilometers per hour. They can't outrun it, but they can reach the cave system. They have to. The cave mouth appears through the ashfall like salvation. Kael herds his family inside, his daughter Mira, his aging mother, his brother Orin, 17 people cramming into darkness, gasping, alive, for now. Every single second felt like a stolen victory. Outside, the world transforms. Trees ignite spontaneously. The river begins to boil, steam rising before the water evaporates completely. The temperature climbs with agonizing speed. Inside, it feels like standing too close to a raging forge. Block the entrance, Kael's mother commands. Seal ourselves in. They work frantically, piling rocks, stuffing gaps with woven grass mats. Chunks of pumice the size of fists begin falling like deadly hail. When they finish, darkness is nearly complete. The air is thick, hot, tasting sharply of sulfur and fear. They had traded one form of death for another. We'll suffocate, someone whispers. Maybe, Kael's mother replies, her voice hard with resolve. But we'll do it trying to survive. That's all humans have ever done. Days blur together in darkness. They ration water, but it's not enough to quench the intense heat. On the third day, Mira stops responding, her skin fever hot, lips cracked and bleeding from dehydration. Then they hear it, scratching, a disconcerting sound from deeper in the cave. Something's in here with us, Orin breathes, gripping a sharp stone scraper tightly. In the faint light, Kael sees eyes reflecting, multiple pairs, green gold in the dimness. Cave hyenas. This is their den, and 17 humans have just invaded it. A battle for this dark, shrinking space was inevitable. Fire, Kael's mother says urgently. We need fire, now. Orin works the fire drill desperately. The wood smokes, a hopeful sign. The hyenas creep closer, their massive jaws capable of crushing the strongest bone. A spark catches, flame blooms, small, fragile, beautiful. The hyenas retreat slightly, but they don't leave. They know fire burns out eventually, and they can wait. Outside, Toba rages. Inside, humans and hyenas watch each other across the flickering firelight, locked in a tense stalemate. On the 5th day, the fire is dying. Mira's condition worsens. She needs water desperately to live. Kael makes his decision. I'm going out now. That's suicide, Orin protests, his face pale with dread. My daughter is dying in here, Kael snaps. I choose quick over slow. His mother touches his face, a rare sign of tenderness. The initial blast is over. The heat has dropped significantly. Not safe, but maybe survivable for a few minutes. They dismantle part of their barrier carefully. The air that rushes in is scorched and sulfurous, but blessedly breathable. Kael steps out into the immediate apocalypse. The world is gray, everything buried in meters of heavy ash. The sky is a churning, oppressive darkness. The river is gone, utterly evaporated. But in its channel, Kael finds something unexpected. Trapped water. Pools protected from evaporation by thin ash layers, still hot, but cooling, perfectly drinkable. And fish, dozens of them, trapped in shallow pools, gasping for the dense air. They are easy to catch, easy to eat. The river had left behind this momentary bounty, protein, sustenance, survival. He fills his leather pouch and gathers what he can carry. When he returns, he's carrying more than water and fish. He's carrying hope, a tangible weight against the despair. The world outside is dead, he tells them, his voice strong. But it's not going to kill us. Not today, not yet. They develop a rhythm, a desperate routine. Forage during the coolest part of day, gather water from the trapped pools, catch the remaining fish. They then retreat to the cave's security. The hyenas, forced out by starvation, hunt elsewhere, driven by their own fierce hunger. Mira begins to recover slowly, showing signs of life. On the 10th day, she smiles, a fleeting expression. And that smile is the most beautiful thing Kael has seen since the sky started bleeding. They adapt. That's the core of human nature. They fashion new tools from volcanic rock, obsidian-sharp flakes that cut better than anything before. They learn to read ashfall patterns, to predict safe times to venture out into the gray world. But the darkness doesn't lift easily. Weeks become months of twilight existence. The temperature drops dramatically. The sun is a dim, forgotten memory behind the volcanic debris. This is the predicted volcanic winter. The fish pools persist, fed by deep underground springs. It's not abundance, but it is enough to keep them alive. Other human groups aren't so fortunate, their presence extinguished. Sometimes they find evidence, ash-covered remains, abandoned tools, entire communities that simply didn't adapt quickly enough to the sudden change. Kael's clan survives because of three critical things: caves that sheltered them from the blast, fish that fed them through the winter, and a fierce willingness to adapt in days rather than waiting generations. 3 months after the eruption, Kael makes another key discovery. The deep ash has created a network of temporary water holes, all strangely connected like pathways across a hostile land. "We can't stay here forever," he tells the clan. "The fish won't last indefinitely, but out there is a network. Water to water, we can follow it, we can move north." His mother nods sagely. "Your father's people spoke of great grasslands to the north, beyond the furthest mountains." That was before Toba erupted, Orin counters, fearing the unknown journey. "Toba didn't destroy the whole world," she replies, unflinching. "Just significant parts of it. If we stay, we die slowly from lack of resources. If we move, we might die quickly, but we might also live." The arduous decision is made. They will journey north. 6 months after the eruption, Kael stands at the cave mouth, ready to leave. Behind him, 17 people, thinner, harder, changed by the long catastrophe into something utterly new. His daughter Mira, no longer just a child, but a fierce survivor, forged in volcanic fire. The sky is still gray, but there are lighter, hopeful patches now. The ashfall has finally decreased. The world is clearly wounded, but slowly healing. They've become something new entirely, no longer the same humans who entered this cave. The others didn't make it, Mira says quietly, acknowledging the losses. No, Kael agrees softly, but we did, and now we carry their memory forward. That's what humans must do. He looks at his small clan, battered, resilient, ready. Ready? They nod in unison, survivors. They begin walking, following the water northeast, toward the vast, unknown future. Behind them, Toba still rumbles faintly. Ahead, the world is gray and cold and hostile. But it is their world now, and they are still firmly in it. The Toba supervolcano nearly ended humanity 74,000 years ago. Our ancestors adapted, innovated, and survived against impossible odds. Could you survive what they endured? Drop a comment below and subscribe to explore more stories of human resilience that shaped who we are today.